Hello guys, welcome to round 3. Last weekend at Road America we saw Henry Sanford take the race win and lock himself into the chase. We kind of fixed the chase format a little bit. I believe Sheila Shear is the points leader, if I'm not mistaken, in the 60 car. So on the odds, the pole sitter is Oriole Pollard. Zachary Fitzwater starts second. We're at the New Hampshire road course. Yes, you heard me correctly, the New Hampshire road course. William Fliginger, Johnny Gardner, Seth Cole, Delon Ebrahimian, William Brock, Henry Sanford, who was last week's winner of the 27th. Jeanne Sanford had the heartbreak last weekend. She's starting here. Chow, McCullough, Evans, Gunther, Kakula, Moore, Oscon, Shea, Shelton, Deaver, Torres, Time Pollard, Isaac Fliginger, Oates trying to look for good results here. Charles Sanford, Qualls, Kev Shear, Tatsu, who dropped severely the points after a bad Road America. Nako, Adam Flickinger, Mohammed Zain Abdul, Robert Pollitt, Baranowskis, the 36 of Reynolds, Stephen Paul III. Sheila Shear, the points leader, the only person with a two top 10s in the season, hence why she's the points leader. Con Nekapolis had 2 rough races. Matt McIntyre, Dylan Young, Logan Rourke, Trevor Germain, Steve Pollard, and Henry Williams. So I'm going to hit the none button, I guess. His engines will fire here, as we'll see all these starters rolling off onto the grid here in the starting lineup. See everybody, we just got the fire off thing. So very unique road course that we'll go through the track, as here's everybody lining up here as driving off into the sunset here. Yep, here we go. So definitely will be a very unique race. Oh yeah, we're on none still. Pace car onto pit road. It's doing 75 beautiful miles per hour. And the green flag is out as Zachary Fitzwater takes the lead. There's an Oreo star in the pole, but Fitzwater got the jump right there. Coming into the normal turn 1, we're going to normalcy here. Zachary Fitzwater way up the hill right there, battling Oreo right there. There's a 16 car coming up the inside. Then we come into this road course portion of the track. So Zachary gonna take the lead from Oreo right there in that car. But now we come to this hill portion right here. Seth Cole is off of the hill a little bit. Everybody's still straight. There's Henry Williams in the 71. Brock is yet to finish higher than 40th, so Brock looking for a good result. Fitzwater take the race lead right here. How are the 16 of William Flickinger doing a little dangerous as we come back, still in the hill section right here. We don't use the backstretch chicane at all, as Henry Williams is still alive. Oreo, everybody's starting to single file out. Brock having a good run, while Rob Evans is way off the racetrack right here. Now, this is where a little bit of the depth comes. This is into the Axis Road when you have the normal track here. Did we all make it clean here? Yeah, everybody's clean and screened so far. No troubles for anybody. Logan Naku is trying to battle Zain Abdul in the Hulk car. See off this corner, you can get the wall just a little bit. Shay looks like she got a little bit of the wall there. Everybody kind of single filing out here. This is not going to be the most exciting race in the history of the Coke Vanilla. Not the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, the Coke Vanilla off-season series. Oreo Paula is there. Zachary Fitzwater is your race leader. Oriole's trying to battle here. Johnny Gardner, Ebrahimian having a battle right there for 4th position right there. Coming off the corner, there's Johnny, who had a struggling few weeks. Let's see how he does. Coming off here, there's the 16 car. Logan Rourke, here he comes down to the inside. Sheila Shear is going to have a long way to the top 10 this race. 22 laps. The laps are a minute long, so it should be 22 minutes long. No cautions. Isaac Flickinger is way off the track. Robert Pollard is in some trouble right there. He was battling hard back there. I don't know if he got turned or something, but he was racing. And Charles Sanford and Shea right there battling. How about Cole Deaver? And Jessica Shelton is the wall a little bit back there. As everybody's, like I said, single filing out. Ebrahimi actually did not pass Johnny. William Flickinger is all over Oreo. Pretty soon, Oreo's back bumper is going to turn white pretty soon if he doesn't pick up the pace. A good run by Fitzwater. We saw a struggling Daytona, and I don't remember what he did at Road America. I'm failing epically. Yeah, that's really great. So 1:01.311, and Oreo Pollard is run a little faster than him, but Oreo runs it up the hill right there on the curbing there. Everybody's still on the track. Steve Pollard back there having a little struggling session. Steve Pollard third, who drove from 42nd on the grid to second, 41st actually. Kev Shear right here, who's had a decent season. Torres was up there at Daytona. I remember that time. Paulus had a rough few weeks here in the 80 car. Quinton Justice had a rough start to the season, so everybody kind of just single filing out there. Henry trying to be up there, trying to get another win, but how about Zachary just pulling away a little bit for that lead right there? He will run a 1:03.47. We're all single filing here. Con Nicopolis is ahead of me. We got Naku falling back a little bit down to 30th. Everybody kind of just single filing out now here, as this is typical New Hampshire racing here, I guess. Next weekend, I believe we're at Atlanta or Boston. We're going to be singing Augustina during that race, I guess. Let me just check real quick. Wow. Yeah, it's late at night, man. Let's just see what's the schedule like real quick. We don't really have much going on. A 16 car, I mean, he is all over. We're going to watch a little battle for last place right here. Actually, a battle right here between Dylan Young and Henry Williams. So we're going to see the track. Yeah, next week is actually going to North Wilkesboro for 100 granddaddy laps. So it's going to be a long race that goes to Wilkesboro. 16 car going to get a little contact from Logan Rourke right there. Everybody just kind of making it off the corner. Top two trying to make a move on the 17. Not going to successfully do that. Torres, Quinton, everybody battling right here. Oh yeah, it's a chicane, especially right here. The 16 car, I mean, is all over Oreo Paul. And he's going to finally make the lunge on Oreo. Oops. And the 16 car trying to pass him into the hairpin section. Going to get a little bit on the binders right there, trying to pass Oreo. Here he comes down the inside, and 16 car, get a little bit of contact. You don't really want to go side by side through here. Or 81's going to hold the position for right now. The 16 just going to conceal because he didn't want to run it too wide. That's allowed the 29 of Fitzwater to pull away majorly on 6 laps complete here. Check in the back. Trevor Duran has dropped back to last here. A lot of bad loud. Everybody struggling out here with some car time right out here. Jessica Shelton coming off the corner right there as we see the 42 of Coca-Cola in the wall. Brock looking for a strong rebound with that result right here. He really needs it. William Flickinger trying to build up the steam again, trying to mount a challenge. Well, Torres on pit road in the 78 car. I don't know what he was on pit road for. Oh, he got some damage. There's nothing really going on, so we'll see what happened with him. What did he hit? He probably hit the wall off the final corner. And that's kind of exactly what he did. He's just kind of decided to chill right there. So tough break for Torres right there. He was pretty high up in the points. I believe he had a decent week last week. And here comes Seth Cole and Abrahamian. Seth Cole gonna still not get by Abrahamian. It's so tough to pass this racetrack. Gunther gonna enter the corner. There's the 89. Everybody's single file. 17 gonna try to go offline and make a pass right there. Isaac Flickinger, he's got the preferred lane going into the corner, it looks like, over Kev. Trying to make it through lap 8 here. Torres is still off the pace, I think. Yeah, here comes Torres off pro. He was 26. Okay, now he's dropping. Was he the leader? Oh yeah, now okay. Now he's dropping positions like a rock, but he's on newer tires, so that's gonna help him a lot. Whoa, and he just got dumped. Yeah, this race has gone bad for worse for Torres. Well, 17 had a run and 78 was there. That's bad from worse for Torres. You watched that contact live. As 60 is Sheila getting a little wide. There's Matt McIntyre in the 48 car. We haven't talked much about Matt today. There's some skid marks here. We're going to have to pause and do some investigation because somebody died in that corner. Well, they didn't really die. Where was the skid marks? Well, we know Torres went around. Let's see. Skid marks. Where are the skid marks? Alright, we're going. Oh, Dylan. Okay, I can already tell you by the rear end damage who it was. Dylan Young is just destroyed. Tough break for Dylan. I think him and Rourke had some contact. Yeah, coming off this corner. Oh, Dylan Young just. I don't know what happened, Dylan. Well, that was very strange because Dylan went down the inside of Rourke. Rourke gave him the brakes, and Well, I don't know. One car was holding this line. 10 kind of came down on him, and the one car just died into the fence. Luckily, nobody hit him. Rourke didn't really do any much favors for himself either. One car kind of ran him off the road, and not very happy with Dylan Young right there. The 10 just didn't give the one car any room, and that was a vicious, as we can just see that. Very, yeah, you got to give, the 10's got to give him a little more room right there. You see, he had in the corner, he had the move there. And then Logan's going to just back it into the fence a little bit, damage to the Wayne Peterson car. And then these two are going to make more contact coming off this corner. We're just going to watch it. They hit each other again. Dylan's just going to not pull an Isaac Flickinger from Daytona. And Isaac, yeah, should kill him. As Dylan's actually going to concede the position and get really loose. Yeah, I would keep an eye on these two because these two are kind of button heads right there. And that was a huge wreck right there too. That was a big blow. Con Nicopolis and Paul Witt battling right there. It's the highlight of my career, battling Con Nicopolis. And Paul Witt ahead up there. We'll see up here any position. Seth Cole is not got by the 5 car. Oreo is not getting to Zachary. Well, he's kind of getting on Fitzwater. Fitzy. Lap times and tire wear have dramatically dropped. I will tell you that. There's going to be seeing some guys come to the field who preserve their tires the best. And how about Olscon down the inside here? Best battle on the racetrack right now, 15th position. Can Olscon get to the inside of Coca-Cola? Will Coca-Cola give him the spot? Not pull a Logan Rourke right there. See, they come down the inside right here, battling side by side. 12 is going to give him a little more room, which is good because that would have not been good. And 12 car is going to get 42 is going to concede the position right there as everybody coming off here. Con Nicopolis and Robert Paul going to be exchanging a battle right there as Steve Paul wins that battle. Tora is trying to make some moves right there. Almost spins out RJ Reynolds right there as Sheila Shear battling. Having a tough race for Sheila. The Dylan Young machine is nowhere to be found. He's on pit road getting 4 tires right now, replacing damage. That's going to be a bad point stay for Dylan Young right there. Tough break for Dylan as Henry Sanford on the back bumper. Fitz is, I think Oreo's catching him. A second back is Oreo Pollard in the 81 car. Johnny Gardner, I mean, they haven't lost touch with everybody. Henry Sanford, like I said, having a great point stay. We already saw those skid marks right there. That death. Don Everhemians actually ran the fastest lap of the race. Fitzwaters actually ran the 9th fastest, so that shows some of the depth in the field right there. Logan Rourke is now 40th. I don't think we're going to have to deal with lap traffic. We're going to come to lap 10, and we're only 9 minutes into the video, so people might actually stick around this time. We'll see what how the gap is to Oreo to the 29, and it's a 1.14. So it's kind of gaining right there. Dylan Young is not going to do Oreo Pollard any favors right there, as he is damaged, but I don't know what the extent of the damage is. And 81 is now stuck behind. Dylan Young is, like I said, passing is tough. But the new tires for Dylan Young are going to get him by Fitzy, and if he gets Fitzy in the wrong place, that's going to be some double trouble for Fitzy. There's Steve Pollard and Henry Williams having a battle right there. Entering the hairpin right here as we go by. Charles Sanford and Time Pollard still battling. Deaver, oh god, Deaver got loose off there trying to pass Quinton. Deaver's still throwing it on that high side right there, throwing some balls to the wall, I guess. How about Sanford and McCullough battling right there? Should give that spot to Jeanne, who's in the top 10 right there. Brock still 7th, good run for him. Dylan Young is actually slow on the straights, which is killing the car. Oreo is going to lose time to the 29 once. No, he's actually going to gain it. I think Dylan Young will get to the back bumper because, he's obviously that 107 because he ran the access road. But 103, and he's running a 102. As the one car is just, oh my god. He just, well, I'm telling you, new tires are going to mean everything in this race. Here comes the one. Oh my god, Dylan Young. Fitzwater is crapping a brick right now. As here comes Dylan trying to unlap himself. There's no cautions, but, trying to have a lead lap finish in every race, I guess, is very important. I believe Dylan finished, he did not DNF Road America, so Dylan Young is all over the back bumper of Zachary Fitzwater, and Oreo Pollard is ready to pounce right there of this this latest development. I think he'll be able to get him in that chicane right there. As here they come off the corner here. Oriole is licking at the chops here. This is where Dylan's going to get him on the straight, unless he hits the wall, which he does not. So he's going to be right there on the back bumper. Oriole's actually, going to gain time, obviously, because Dylan Young is just pressuring. I mean, Dylan Young just threw it in the corner. Zachary Fitzer won a run up 103. Dylan Young actually ran of 143.492. This is where it's going to be, the one car actually concealed a position to the 81. Well, they are kind of DEI chance 2 teammates right there, so this is going to be an interesting battle right here. This is going to be big trouble for Oriole Pollard right here. The 4 cars up to 6th. Seth Colfield up to 9th, it looks like. As Dylan Young is going to hold that position against Oriole. I don't know what he was doing. 71 has to bounce. Seth Cole spun out. I can tell you that because Seth was 9th. And something happened to Seth on this lap. Oh, he pitted actually. First move to pit road, but you see how important tires are. That could be a key move for Seth Cole right there. Oriole Pollard to pit road on lap 12. 75 miles per hour on pit road right there, but tire wear is massively key here. The one car is trying to get by Zachary Fitzwater, trying to gain time on the leader right here. Fitzy's going to get dumped if he keeps blocking him like that. Abrahamian goes to 2nd here. One car just stuck up the track and just can't get by him here. Matt McIntyre to pit road here as everybody coming off of pit road. Gene Sanford off of pit road. That's the wrong way. Hopefully nobody LePage's. Everybody running up to the super high line to avoid the cars who are pitting. The 16 cars got huge damage. He ran into somebody coming off pit road. He ran into Oriole Pollard right there, who got stuck behind the pace car, and that is huge hood damage for the 16 car. Torres and Steve Paul III trying to battle for 26 right there. That's big time heartbreak for him. Dylan Young is nobody's stuck on pit road, right? Okay, good. I was a little worried about that. Dylan Young to pit road. Delon Abrahamian. Henry Sanford going to stay out another lap with strategy. Obviously, this is not really the brightest move on the earth because we don't have enough laps for 2 pit stops. As everybody battling here, the 16 car is going to have to pit again, which is a tough break for them. As not Baranowski, Zachary Fitzwater is already off pit road, but he's behind Torres. I don't think Torres is on the lead lap. He's not. Oriole Pollard is still, but he is a way long back. But here's the problem: the 78 is now on the tail end of the lead lap, and that's gonna bode not good for the 29 because he's gonna be getting held up majorly by the 78 car. Off of pit road, everybody's off of pit road, so I think Henry Sanford is the race leader. He has not pitted yet in the 27 car, going 14 laps. He has to obviously pit, or he's just not gonna pit, I guess, as Henry Sanford going to make it another lap around the racetrack. 105, the tires are destroyed on Henry Sanford car. Rob Evans the 2nd. Cole Deaver is 3rd as the game is lagging hardcore. Tatsu, I don't know what, something must have happened here as the frames are dropping drastically. The game's going to crash. Nope, the game does not crash. Something must have happened for the frames to drop like that. Is there a wreck or something? I don't know. Steve Pollard up to 17th. Trevor Germain's 18th. I think they pitted. I think that's just the tire where they just pitted a lot later, so we'll have to go through after the pit stops. Good strategy. Sheila Shear 37th. Johnny Gardner back to pit road. That's a tough break for Johnny. We'll have to see what happened on the stop. And they're holding him. Oh, man, that's a tough break for Johnny. He was running 4th. It looks like he didn't get serviced or something. They're going underneath the hood, and Johnny Gardner's day is done in the 2 car. And as we were talking, Oriole Pollard has taken the provisional race lead as we were not focusing on this, as he just passed the 29 car out to conceal it, and Oriole is now the race leader with the rear end damage. Can he get by Torres? That's the real question in the 78 car. as he looks like he can. Ebrahimian and Cole, even though Cole was one of the first ones on pit road, and I think the 27 still is out on the racetrack. Henry Sanford on the new tires is still out there in that 81. He is playing the long strategy game where tires don't mean jack to him. Whoa, Ebrahimian never nearly just freaking killed Pollard right there. We got 4 cars under a blanket right here battling. 4 freaking machines. Torres is holding up everybody. Oreo is trying to come down here. Ebrahimian's here. How about that 81 just trying to hold that bottom with 6 laps to go? Is anybody else on pit road? It's just Johnny Gardner who has to conceal it. Henry Sanford, does he finally pit from this point? And he is not going to pit this lap either. Rob Evans is not going to pit, but they are so freaking slow that their pack is catching them. The 78 is so freaking slow, but it's so hard to pass. How about William Brock? It's Chow in the mix. Gene Sanford's coming. Everybody in the field is coming back up here. '81 has got to come up the hill right here, as we'll see Johnny. He's the only car stuck on pit road right now. The 78's just not going to give that position up that easily. 29's on the binders. Seth Cole nearly kills him. Everybody trying to score him high, as Seth Cole is finally going to get a run on Ebrahimian to the bottom side of the track for that GMC car. Chow is going to make a move down there. Some cars we saw up here earlier, we didn't see any of these guys. Trevor Germain was dead last. 17 was up there. 83 was. We saw Johnny Gardner up there. The 16 had an issue, and that opened the floodgates for some people. Robert Pollard back here. Henry Sanford stays out again. Cole Deaver is going to stay out. They're for strategy. But the thing is, the 22 is only a few seconds up the road. The 78 is a lap down. Not doing anybody favors. And Ebrahimian, once again, pulling bold strategy. 78 is actually blocking. He just blocked Oriel Pollard's run to the inside. Will not conceal the position. Rob Evans is catching Henry Sanford. 4 laps to go. How long can they run on gas? 78 is just finally going to conceal the position, it looks like, to Oriel Pollard, as he has a horrible run on the high side, which that's going to quintessentially give the win to Oriel Pollard right there, because nobody else can get by him unless something happens. And just Johnny Gardner back on the racetrack. They finally fixed whatever was broken on the 2 car. Johnny is going to easily get by Henry Sanford. Henry Sanford's running a 106, but he's saving gas. I don't know how long Henry Sanford can stay out there. He's got 5 seconds to Oriel Pollard right there, 13 to Oreo, so they can half throttle all the way from here, as Henry once again is going to stay out, play the tire strategy. Don't need tires. 78 is going to just kill Ebrahimian's run. Gene Sanford down to the inside of the 4 of Brock. At least tried to make a move to the inside of Brock. That didn't really pan out too well. About 4 laps to go, and 27 is getting caught by Rob Evans. Adam Flickinger on the inside of the 01. Isaac is battling. There's Naku. 83 looks like he might finish the race. RJ's down the inside of Steve Pollard right here. But the William Flickinger, Trevor Germain, looks like he had an issue, or he pitted. I don't know. Trevor Germain came down the pit road right there, so that might not bode well for Henry Sanford. He might finally have to conceal. But I think Henry Sanford's big problem is Oriel Pollard is 10 seconds back. He might catch him, how bad the tires are. But the 8 car is coming, and if they don't pit this lap, it's going to be bad for Rob. It's going to be bad for Henry, because they might get caught with how bad the tires are. Henry Sanford coming off the corners, staying out once again with 3 laps to go. 8 car Rob Evans, but look at this. Here comes the pack. They made up 3 seconds on the 22 car. Zachary Fitzwater's got a missile underneath that car. I'm telling you, that car is fast. Brock is getting freight trained back there now, and there's McCullough out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from. Chow is battling Seth Cole, Ebrahimian. But look at this. They got Tatsu here. Can the 27 hold off for 3 more laps? This is going to kill Oriel Pollard right here. Oriole's got to go high. That's going to give Fitzy this position on him. Oriole's going to block. Oh, well, now he's not going to block that well. Right there, here comes the 81 car. Henry Sanford, oh, he looks like, oh, I thought he ran out of gas. He's clutching it. I'm telling you, he's half throttling around these corners. He's running a 108. That's why he can't look at it. He's stopping. He's literally coasting the corners just to save fuel. Is he out of gas? I can't tell. I've never seen that. You could literally see on the speed tracker right up here that he is literally clutching the car. I didn't know AI cars could just half throttle it. And he's going to stay out once again with 2 laps to go. Rob Evans is finally going to conceal it. But can he? Oh, Cole Deaver is going to conceal it. The 22 is going to conceal it. Henry Sanford just said, fuck it, let's go for it. And Oriole Pollard is 5 seconds back. Can Oriole run him down? That's going to be the real thing. Can Henry do this? Look, there they are right there. Oh my God, Henry Sanford is praying that this thing could sputter for 2 more laps. I don't know. They might catch him. Henry, the 27 better start getting those numbers up. Ebrahimian's come up out of nowhere. Checking into the pack right here. Has anybody gone off that we've noticed? Henry Williams is just pitted. 27's in the hairpin. Coming into these final few corners as he is just coasting, and 81 is right there. Is he going to pit? Oh, this is going to get interesting, because if I was Henry, I'd full throttle it now. Here comes the pack, and here comes the 81 Oriole right now, as Henry he's going to obviously go for it, as Henry Sanford, big ass balls. Here he comes down here, white flag for Henry Sanford. He has got a 2-second lead, and if he can maintain that, he'll win the race. Henry goes high. He's clutching it majorly, but what's going to help him in the road course section is he doesn't have to. He can block. All he has to do is block Oriole Pollard, Ebrahimian, and Zachary Fitzwater. He can get the greatest strategy call. He has not pitted. He is the only car not to pit. Oriole Pollard is on the back bumper. He has to make that car wide and handsome. That's all he's got to do. He can't hold off Oriole. Look at, he's blocking Oriole. He's doing everything he can to win this race. He's doing 60. He's clutching. He is clutching the car in the corners. He's gonna have to just hold him off. Oriole can't make a move because he's blocking him. 81's not gonna do it. Everybody together and off the final few corners. Can Henry Sanford just do it? Here he comes. Henry Sanford's got a few more corners, and he choked it. He choked it away. No, he didn't. Here he comes, the 27, back down the inside. It's going to be a photo finish to the line, and off the final corner, he choked it, and Oriole Pollard is going to win the race. Oh my God, what a finish. That last lap time, 110. Woo! Oh my God, what a finish. Oh, everybody here really off the pace. The 22 car, it looks like no tires or something. Tatsu wickedly off the pace, holding off everybody over here. Can he hold off the 80th time, Paulo? Oh my God. Henry Sanford choked. Still a good point state, but that was incredible strategy. The top 10 streak is over for Sheila Shear. Everybody coming off this corner. 18 cars got some side damage from the wall. As everybody coming off, we're going to have to take a look at that. Henry Sanford is, I think, out of gas. I mean, Henry almost won that race by not pitting the entire race. I mean, that was some great fuel saving right there. But right here, Henry had the win. If he just blocks the bottom, I don't know if he could get it. If he blocked the bottom, he's got the win. Because, man, he was holding everybody up. Look at this. It's a freight train right here for this position. Hell, Seth Cole was coming through. And Henry just choked. Hardcore just choked a road course win away. Look at that right there. Just coming down the inside right there. Choking it away. And then just down the inside. Here he comes. It's the 29 car. And then off the corner right there. He beat Fitzwater right there. So that's interesting. Yeah, he's out of gas. He made it exactly 22 laps. So look at the bottom of the results right here. Tough break for Johnny Garr. Very clean race. Everybody Henry's trying to get the pit road. He's clearly out of gas. We look at the bottom results and we look at the top results. Great win for Oriole Pollard, who hung off Fitzwater and Henry Sanford. Wow, Henry Sanford road course king. But next week we're going to North Wilkesboro for 100 laps. So that's going to be great and interesting. I love myself some short track racing. Ebrahimian fourth good. Brock finally snaps the bad streak he's been having. Jeffrey McCullough is eighth. Gene Sanford has a top 10 finish after that heartbreak last weekend. Henry started deep in the field, didn't he? He started 33rd and he almost won. Second place starts deep in the field. I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the race. Great finish actually here, even though it's 10th place with 16 seconds back. I will see you guys next weekend at North Wilkesboro, and you guys have a good day. Peace.